Hey guys, just back on the, welcome back to the channel. We're back on this mower conditioner thing and good. Change the oil in this here gearbox before I start putting the thing back together. And see what kind of crud is inside here. Yeah. Kind of a funky looking gasket, but apparently it has just a little press-in vent. I don't know, I'd like to see about putting a little fitting on here. See what happens in there, because it could use a little bit more clearance, but it looks like it's sort of just pressed in there. Maybe I'll weld in a bung and then put this fitting on top. I don't want to plug in there. So I can actually check the oil level and add oil, but yeah, kind of seeing it, there's kind of, there might get out of there. There we go. Yeah, there's not a whole bunch of oil in here. This thing has been obviously leaking for a while. But, yeah, I'm guessing it kind of looks a little crappy. But yeah, it's pretty low on oil. But you've got no way of checking the thing, so. But I see this thing's going to be easy to rebuild after. It's pretty basic. Just, angle drive and that's it. So yeah, that should be relatively easy to rebuild. But yeah, so I'm just going to drain the oil out of it and see what other kind of stuff gets in there. But yeah, I'm just gonna take a pail here and just drain it out. And yeah, she's kind of not overly bad, a little bit of crud in there. And I wonder if I could set this thing in here where it doesn't fall into the pail. That'd be a bonus. Yeah, it'd be kind of nice if I could just let this sit there and drip. I'm guessing it's gonna. Okay, if I could just leave it alone, and hopefully it doesn't fall in the bucket. Hey, I'm gonna just let that sit there and drip, and then I'll flush the thing out, and then, yeah, I'm gonna probably just put a little, pull this vent out of here, and either just tap the thing out so I can put a little bit of a riser, and put this vent back in here, because I need the vent. But yeah, it's not exactly the greatest gasket on here, but yeah, if I can press out this here vent and tap it out, put a riser so I can have a little fill plug, and it's like a stick of wire or something in there to check the oil level on it all the time and add oil if necessary. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of leave it at that for a bit, and I'm just gonna monkey with that. I'm gonna kind of flush it out, and I'll probably put some grease in along with the oil. But yeah, it seems like it was lacking oil, so I'm guessing the bearings are getting wore. It still spins pretty freely. It's not a little bit noisy, but it was like that last year, so I'm guessing once I'm done cutting hay, then I'm going to totally rebuild this gearbox. It looks pretty simple anyway. Well, I got this cover sealed back on, and I kind of took the time and I drilled this hole out a little bit better. This little breather was only just pressed in. I know the parts manual calls for 1/8 inch pipe thread, but it was just pressed in, and so I just popped it out. It was leaking around there anyway, but I had no way of actually, without pulling this cover off, to put oil in here, so I drilled this out a little bit bigger and had a bushing here, so I pressed this little breather into that, and then I tapped that out to the couple size bigger pipe thread and made a little fitting there. So now it's easy for me to add oil, just stick a wire in there to check the level. However, this one bolt, apparently that's the level mark anyway, according to the manual. But anyways, yeah, otherwise I'm starting to get her all back. I'll start putting her back together again. So I'll bring you back when I get up to that point. Okay, starting to get this thing put back together here. I'm just going to give it a little, it's a WD-40 on there, just to kind of keep it from corroding. Yeah, I should. Well, it's going to be a bit of a pain in the butt. Well, actually, I got a better idea here. Now, kind of yes and no. I'll just put that bolt in there for now. Hey, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I think I'm going to stuff this bearing on here right away. I think it's going to be a little bit easier because I ain't going to get my fingers in there after the fact. So if I just put this on loosely there for now. Stay there. I'll just get these things on here finger tight anyway, because I can get a wrench in there after the fact. I just can't get my little pudgy fingers in there to deal with it. So I'm going to put these here bolts in right now. Because I could just slide the shaft through the bearing from the other side. Yeah, okay, I can get that bolt in. Hopefully I'm not in your guys' way. Like, I'm just going to leave them loose for now till I get the shaft in place. This way I got a little bit of wiggle room here. Which I'm kind of surprised they didn't have, well, I'm guessing they probably had regular these carriage bolts on the back side here. But, yeah, I just... there, at least. At least this way I can tighten it up once the shaft is centered. It's just going to save me a lot of aggravation anyway. Well, I'm just going to leave these things loose for now, because I can get at them and I can get a wrench in from underneath there. So that works for me. So, okay, I'm just going to go and toss the shaft in here, and you guys let me know when it comes out the other side. And I'll come and get you guys. Get underneath here. Okay, so yeah, it's stuffed in a little too far on this side, but I'm going to hang the other bearing now. Okay, I'll take you guys back out there. Look at this. The little kitten decided to come out and get some food. Hey, kitty, kitty. Little meow. Okay, now we're back on this here side of this bearing thing. So I just sort of slid it through a little bit on the I just sort of stuck this bearing in there to start with. Get myself a bolt here, and probably not going to tighten any of this up till I actually get the gearbox back in place here, because this one hole here, it's got slots on here, so it's got to kind of get leveled. Well, I'll just snug it up finger tight for now, but other than that, yeah, it's gonna have to slide back over this way, but I'll lock that other bearing in place once I get it lined up with the gearbox. But then I'll roll the chain on before I put the gearbox on. But okay, well, it's already getting late in the evening here. But yeah, at least it's all going back together now, so I guess tomorrow I'll have this thing all put back together, because I did just little things, like I kind of repacked, so I took a grease needle and just greased up some of these here sprockets here, so, and straightened it out a bit. So should be good now. So yeah, I just gotta do up a couple links on the chain, and then I'll start getting this thing all lined up. Put the chains on loose. I won't tighten up the tensioners until I get the gearbox on. At least that way I can line up the sprockets here, because otherwise, yeah, it's gonna slide back and forth until I lock it down. But otherwise, yeah, it's nice and straight and smooth, so I'm not gonna have no problems with that sprocket again. Okay, well, I'll see you guys in the morning, or sometime tomorrow anyway. Alrighty, catch you guys in a bit. Well, we're back on this mower conditioner. I'm gonna start putting the chains on here today, and let's see if I can actually get you guys kind of lined up in there. Get kind of one chain, try to get it strung on here. Well, this could be a bit of a challenge here. Well, okay. I'm going to see if I can get a clip in there first. There we go. Well, at least now I can bring the thing back up to the top here. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so I guess I want this clip on backwards here. There. I guess technically I could probably loosen this chain off somewhat. Alrighty, I'm gonna Gonna shut this here off here. I got that clip in, and I'll put it on fast forward when I come back with the other chain. Little kittens decided to come out and investigate life. Good kitties. Come on out and play. Well, I guess I better get back to work on this mower conditioner. Well, I guess got down to the point where get that other chain on there, and I got the first one in place, so I'm just gonna put it on fast forward, and I got this here little sprocket on here now, but I'm just gotta have that slid in, so when I put the gearbox in this hole here, but yeah, I'll get that other chain on and get it timed properly first, and see how that works. Okay, I got the gearbox in place. I just got it on loose right now. Got those chains in place. Obviously, I'm gonna have to loosen off those bolts down there, and I'll have to adjust the timing a little bit on the rollers there, because it's a little bit tighter to one side. But yeah, I still got to get a pulley inside here, and I got to bring that chain up in between this slot here. But I'll get that done. I'm going to shut this thing off for now, and I got to take a break for this. Okay, I got the chains back on. I just got to tighten up this lock collar here a bit. Just got to get underneath here and tighten up the set screw on here now. Come on, get out of there. Okay, that's on that one. I'm gonna take the punch and hammer. I'm gonna take set you off here. I'm gonna take you back underneath, and I'll tighten up that other one. Okay, because before I start tightening these things up, I checked, make sure I had enough play in between these rollers, because if they're not centered, they will bind up. But anyways, I'm going to snap you guys down here somewhere. Oh, let's see. Oh, there you guys are. Okay, set you up there. We're kind of down underneath here. I just got to check, make sure my bolts are... I didn't tighten these bolts up, so... Yeah, because I tightened these outer ones out. Okay, that part's done. Now we just gotta put this lock collar on this here bearing here. Okay, which one? Okay, let's see. Too far. Okay, that should pretty much do it. Now I just got to find my set screw. There it is. Apparently not. There it is. There. Now she's all good now. Okay, I'll take you guys back up. Climb my butt out from under here. It's not exactly easy getting in and out of here. I don't quite bend like that anymore. So yeah, so basically all I got left to do is tighten up this tensioner and put the sprocket on here and slip this dry shaft. So I'm gonna get that coupler and put that on, and I'll be right back. Okay, I got this double wide chain, and it kind of goes back on here. So how about if I just spin the thing around so I can actually get at it? That'd be a bonus. Okay, there we go. Now I just need my little retainer clip, or connector link rather. And the other section of this connector link. Put that on there, and okay, which way does this thing go? It goes that way. So I want it to fit this way. Okay, just make sure it's facing so it keeps, in case anything gets trapped around here, because the shaft spins in that direction there. So I wanted the clip facing towards me, so that way it doesn't come unclipped. Alright, so basically that's all together now. I just gotta put one belt on and put the dry shaft back on, and it'll be done. Hey, I just got everything put back together now, so now I'm just gonna coat this here where the dry shaft goes on here. I just gotta coat it with some grease, and because this thing was a little bit difficult to kind of get apart before. The only reason this here stub has to get greased because when the clutch itself slips, in case you bind up on something, this way it tends to give it a little bit of room for it to slip a little bit. There, it's gonna get the little keyway slot lined up there. I'll tap this thing up here. There we go. A little bit too far. I just gotta go get my set screw here. Yeah, I just got to put my little pointy set screw on the shaft to hold the dry shaft in place. Okay, well, let's see. Wants to cross thread on me. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'll just tighten down the lock nut. There. She's all back together again. So now all I got left to do on this thing before it's ready to go, I just got some grease fittings here and get this thing all greased up and throw some oil on these chains and it's good to go. Like I said, I need to get at, it'll be for another video, but those little connectors on the bottom there, in fact they're so badly wore out. It's like this here one, I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, I got my old ones that came off here. Like these haven't been on that long, only a couple years, but it hasn't had that many acres through it. But yeah, they just wore out. When I bought these ones I guess about 3 years ago, and they were 60 bucks a piece. Now I just phoned the dealer here this morning and they want $320 a piece for them. So I'll take my old ones and I'll rebuild. But for the first little bit of cutting, I'm just gonna loosen off these bolts, spin those balls around, so it'll buy me a little bit of time to get the other ones done. It doesn't take long to change them out, but I'll make a video on that anyway. Okay, so that's all that's left to do on this thing. Just oil some chains, grease it, hook the tractor up, and it's good to go again. Everything else is all functional. Got everything all adjusted. And okay, well, thanks for watching, and hopefully you guys are liking what I'm doing here. But you know, if you guys like what you're seeing, maybe you think about subscribing. Hey, thanks again for watching. See you in the next one.